Alright, this is Andrew with Joda Home Inspections. We are at 1810 Fall Street. We have the camera pushed out 85 feet, not quite to the city connection. I think that transition another 10 feet or so out down the line, I believe that's where it turns to go into the city line. But I can't get my camera pushed out any further past this point. Even with running water, I wasn't able to inch it to the end of the line. So I think we're seeing most of it, but not quite everything. So we just made a transition from PVC to ABS. This black pipe is ABS, which is what's used inside the house. A fair amount of buildup on this line. I can see it in the line, but also the amount of waste that I'm pulling back on my actual camera reel is pretty bad. A lot more than I would expect for this age. I want to see more of it before I recommend any sort of cleaning, but you want to, just best practice is to avoid putting excessive amounts of grease down the line. It doesn't look like you have bad grade. Sometimes you get buildup because water and waste sits in the line, and then it solidifies and it gets real hard, and then it just builds on top of each other. It doesn't look like you have bad grade. At least not that I can see so far. Plastic line, and with plastic lines you have less joint, so less opportunity for roots to come in through the line. There's a good example of some of the buildup that I'm pulling off of my camera reel. Little standing water through here. For a house that's only a few years old, there's a lot more waste than I would expect. You could have this line cleaned. You could hydrojet it and that would blast everything out and it would look like new again. And we are under the kitchen, so part of this is a result of, and probably the half bathroom as well. I would imagine the half bath probably also drains into the same waste stack. Overall, it looked good. Looks like you had good grade. It's plastic going all the way out. Main thing would be just maybe having it cleaned, and then in the future avoiding putting things down the line that you shouldn't. So no grease. That can contribute to this, and once it's in the line, it just kind of builds on itself. I'm going to end this recording now.